How's it going, ScrubGamers? Welcome back to another video here at ScrubGames, and today I'm going to bring you the triple top 8 breakdown for the UK Game Fests, as we had 3 or 4 events happening this weekend, being at Leeds, Nottingham and London, and we have another one coming up this Sunday at Cardiff, which is going to be fun. So I haven't got the list for these ones because, as I said, we got the next one coming up this Sunday at Cardiff, and some of the people who attended the previous ones might or will be attending the Cardiff one, and I don't want to put their list out when I get it, as just in case they're taking the same deck to this event. I don't want to give people an unfair advantage to know what the list is and stuff, and I might as well do it after. But once the last event after this Sunday is concluded, I'll try and get the list, get out a so that basically people can see the UK meta and what's been doing well this since the release of Set 16 Realm of the Gods. So without further ado, let's get into the list. But before I do that, shout out to DBS Deck Planet for being the best and only deck builder in the game at the moment, and providing us with a great service, like improving the site, giving us nice new tools like being able to print off a PDF list of your deck after building it on there to test, being able to test it on it, import it to Untap, to test it, and then print off PDF to save you writing down all the names for an event, which is great. So for this, the first one we got is the Leeds event. This one has 73 players, and it did not go ahead and do the play under one undefeated because a lot of people don't like that rule. I don't know how I feel about it, but I know a lot of people don't like it, so they went for the full 7 rounds because that was what was confirmed in the description of the event. So we played the full 7 rounds and then went on to a top 8 cut. All done. Also, all these events are best of 1 pre-side as well. Don't forget that. And this is the top cut we had. So, we had 4 blue decks, 2 yellow, and 2 black decks. So not a single red deck in sight, and no green. But then as expected with green, because it's currently the the worst color in the format at the moment, because Banner just don't seem to give it enough love, or they just use it to test out their weird janky ideas that aren't great. There are some good ones, but they just don't hold a candle to some of these other decks. So, like with the blue decks, people keep saying that Soul Striker is the best blue deck in the format, but not a single one topped. It was 4 different blue decks. So I don't think Soul Striker is a very strong leader, but it does not get the results. Like, it's not living up to the expectation of what people keep saying online. But with first place we have Android 18mm, padded by myself. Ended up taking the event, sneaking in the top 8 in 8th place, and then soaring through the top cut, played against 3 buddies and friends that I have a camp with and know to clutch that first place, get that winner Kai. And then we had second place, which is Android 16, piloted by none other than Tom Smith, aka Ira Torum, on DBS Deck Planet, showing that if you put enough work into a deck and learn the ins and outs of it and practice enough, and understand the deck enough and its matchups and actually think and theorize, you can put in a lot of effort and get rewarded for it, as he did coming second place, because he was even second place after Swiss as well, so he just stayed at that second place, just unfortunately facing me in the finals. And also what I'll do is I'll put a link down to his I think he's done it, because he's on DBS Deck Planet and they started their own YouTube now. They're putting deck lists out because they're becoming a more competitive team. So I'm going to put a link to their to Tom's deck list that he's put out, or going to put out on his on the DBS Deck Planet, so you can check that out as well if you're interested in seeing his list and how he played it in the description as well. I think there's a part 2, one going over the list and one going over his overall report of the event. And in third place we had Aggro Sin Shenron, piloted by none other than Giovanni Castavan, who is a London local he's just like Tom. He's putting in a lot of work with Sin Shenron, learning the ins and outs and performing well, and just once again showing that if you put enough work in, you can get those results and show your effort with a placing like this, which is really good. Shouts to him. And in fourth place we have also Peter Dance, a member of Team DBS Team 9 Life from which is a EU team, putting in some work with Gogeta Zeno, making that 4th place. And also I do want to mention that with the Bandai structure of these events, the pricing normally would be first place gets a winner Kai and a non-winner Kai, second and third get a non-winner Kai, and fourth place would not get a Kai. for both the Leeds and Nottingham events, when we got to the top four players agreed to split the Kais. So that first place just got a winner, and then second, third, fourth got a non-winner, because we felt we felt that the structure wasn't very good, and it was unfair that fourth place gets all the way up to fourth place but then doesn't get rewarded with a Kai for getting to top four. So we agreed to split it, so that way it was fair. And yeah, if Peter does a deck list for his deck, I'll put a link to it so people can check out his list. And then for the top 8, we had the top 8 was Blue Bojack, piloted by none other than Bigger Notation, who was a new sensation, Oliver Simmons. And he did mention before that he was going to top of it. He's going to prove that it was good on top of it, because Blue Bojack is a very good deck, and he lived up to his promise. He came first in Swiss, and was just unfortunate to face against me, probably one of his worst matchups in the top 8, and eventually got bumped out at that point. But also I think, yeah, by the time I put this up, he has put a deck list out, a report of it out, at least part 1 of 2 I think he's going to do. So I'm going to put a link to that in the description, so if you want to check out his list, because he's a very good player, and just like the, Giovanni and Tom, he's putting a lot of work into Bojack, perfecting it, understanding the matchup, understanding how to play the deck, the turn plays, and just making it so he knows the deck like clockwork. So if you want to check out his list, go ahead and check down in the description, check to his channel. Also subscribe to them as well if I've got any links to their channels in the deck list. Feel free to subscribe and like the videos, and because they are very good players. And then we had another top 8 with Wish Samasu. So the next one is Wish Samasu. I can't remember the name of the person, but he's also a part of DBS team DBS Deck Planet, and just showing that Wish Samasu is a very strong deck, topping it as it's a brand new deck from set 16, and I think people were expecting the top, but showing that it is a very good get and can get his results. And then another top 8 from none other than Dav Taylor with Gogeta Zeno. Dav being a very, very good UK player, probably one of the best, one of the best aggro players as well, and also being the brainchild behind some of the decks like Pronga Ginyu back in the day, and even the U3 Boo, like the U3 energyless Boo, the one that played with no energy and could spam stuff out. That was he was the brainchild behind that. And the last one we have was top 8 in being Blue Baby. I don't know, I can't remember the name of the person. I just remember their username being Wheels, and they just showed that you could pilot Blue Baby. It's still alive, and actually top of it is still around and kicking, and still a deck you need to worry about. So that is the top 8 of Leeds, and next we have the Nottingham one. So this one was only 40 players. I thought it was a bit more, but I confirmed it, and I just double checked to confirm that it was 40 players, because unfortunately the Nottingham and London one were on the same day, so the players split. So otherwise you would have had more players at either one if they were different days, but unfortunately scheduling conflicts, which is just a shame. And this one you can see that yesterday there was the Leeds one, there was absolutely no red decks topic, but then today, well, for the Nottingham one, mostly red decks. Like we have one blue, one yellow, no black at all, and once again no green, but 6 red decks, which is great to see. Like just the difference in the metas from the day after seeing the days, because I think quite a few people from the Leeds Game Fest still went to Nottingham as well, so some of the players overlapped. And in first place we got Red Jiren, which once again piloted by myself, because I'm trying to go to as many fest events as possible, because they're in person and they're great events, and also because I just love playing in person. And since we've got in-person events again, making sure I'm playing as many as I can. And I don't want to play the same deck for each one, because I had my fill of Android 18 the day before, and I want to play something different for each one. So for this one I chose Red Jiren, and was able to clutch it out, only losing once in Swiss, and then just powering through. I think I want, well, you'll see my report from the day before, which I'll link to it be down below as well. And in second place we had King Piccolo, piloted by Luke Jackson. One of the best, I would say one of the better players in the UK. Just taking something he's been enjoying and practicing with for a while. Normally he plays just quite janky decks, because he likes to enjoy janky decks like Barbary and stuff. but told him to play the deck he's been playing for a while now and I've been looking to take, and he just showed that he is confident with the deck. He is very good with the deck and put the results in. So congrats, Luke. Then we have third place being Blue Baby, the same Blue Baby player from the day before as well, from the Leeds, showing that I think the one ever person who had back-to-back tops as well, which is fantastic to see, and just still showing that Blue Baby is a deck that's still around and still kicking. Then we had fourth place, we had a U7 Goku, so another deck from 616 that has come about and shown that it's still very strong, and put in the work and got to fourth place. And as I said, this event as well, it was the Kais were split as well, so first got the winner and second, third and fourth got the non-winner to make it fair. And then top 8, we had the top of the top 8 being Yellow Trunks, piloted by none other than Axel Bell, one of the very good Nottingham players. I think he's from Nottingham, but he was one of the very good players, very good Trunks player, and was the only person to take a game off me the whole event. And luckily I was able to reface him in the top cut and get my revenge, which is good for me. Unfortunate for Axel, but good job, Axel, and congrats. Then we have the other top 8 being King Piccolo, piloted by Joe Revel, another great player, also one of the people that topped, like with Luke, that topped Salford before the whole we went into the webcam, like COVID and webcam stuff. Just showing that he's still a strong player and that his top at Salford was not just a one-time thing. Congrats, Joe. And then we had another top 8 with Red Sheeran, piloted by Danny Tymond. I think I've got his last name right. One of the people that came up with us from Leeds to Nottingham, was testing a bit. This was his second ever event, because his first event being first ever big event, with his second event being the Leeds Fest. So congrats for attending his second ever event, or big event, and topping for the first time with Red Jug and a deck he's been testing and enjoying for the past few weeks now. So congrats to you, Danny. And the last one we had in top 8 was Cooler Mill. I don't know who the name of the person was, much information, but we had a Cooler Mill make it to top 8. And that was the Nottingham one. And then the last one we have is the London one. Now this one had only 33 players, because as I said, they're split on the days. They're on the same day as Nottingham. And this is another one now where not much colour variation. So like as you can see, it's just yellow and red that's made it. I don't know exactly what the colour differences from the whole event, but not a single blue deck made it for the Sunday on any event on the Sunday, after doing like topping at least half the top 8 on the Saturday. No black, and once again no green. So we got first place. We have Yellow Trunks, piloted by Joe Dunford. Congrats to him for winning the London Game Fest. A very strong player, one of the best players in the UK, I would say. Like has performed well, topped multiple events, and is a very nice guy and a very good player. And in second place we have Giovanni Castellman, topping again, who was the third place player from the Leeds event. Also then went and topped again, but also another person doing back-to-back tops as well, topping again with the same aggro sin shown on the list. Then in third place we have Red Green Launch as well. I think that was piloted by, I think it was third place. So just but yeah, I think it's top 4. I can't remember if I think it was this that got third place and fourth place. I might be wrong, but I know his top 4 was Red Green Launch as one of them, and then Red Yellow Starter Baby as the other one. I can't remember if they actually played for the playoff for Top Cup, but that's as far as I remember. Correct me if I'm wrong if they're watching, and I'll try and update it. And then for the top 8, we had 3 U7 Gokus. I can't remember the names of the people behind them, and because I wasn't at the event. And the other top 8 being Mono Red Bulma. So a lot of interesting decks there, like Launch being a deck that's just always done well. Different, like you could have so many different variations. And Red Yellow Starter Baby just come out of nowhere. We haven't seen for like ages now, coming in and soaring all the way through the top 4. And this is where U7 Goku was getting in the top 8. It wasn't at the. It was only one at the. I think it was out there in other events, but wasn't very pushing through. And then Mono Red Bulma is a really interesting one, because it was a very good deck. Red Bulma. It just it can have certain. It just plays more of a long game, which is more of a blue thing. But congrats to the person who played Mono Red Bulma to do very well. So that was the top 8 breakdown for all 3 events that was happening this weekend. I will try as hard as I can to, after Cardiff, get the list for all the events, so I can get you all of the all 32 lists from the UK events. So you can see the UK meta, and so if you're in the UK, you can see a bit more about what's being played, so you can understand what's because it's a bit different from the other regions, to see what to potentially side for and stuff. And congrats to all the players at top. You did very well topping these events and pushing through. And if you're going to Cardiff, I will see you there and look forward to playing against you. So once again, feel free to like the video if you enjoyed the information being provided. Comment down below if I got anything wrong, if anybody's watching, or if anybody watching played in these events and have the list to send me for after Cardiff, and I can put them out in the video. And lastly, feel free to subscribe. I've just reached over 300 subs, so I'll be doing a giveaway soon, and which I'm happy with. And also by subscribing, it helps me get to my goal of getting to 1,000 subs, and also keeps you updated with my videos when they drop. And even by clicking the notification bell, you can get alerts for when my videos drop, so you can go and watch them straight away if you want to. Once again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.